Okay, so here we go. We've got two Glocks here, as you can see. The Glock 23, which is 40 caliber, holds 13 in the magazine and 1+1. This is the Glock 39, not the most popular Glock out there. Mainly because it's not the most popular cartridge. It is the 45 gap, which stands for Glock automatic pistol, and it's a single stack magazine 6+1. A lot of people not crazy about this gun, this caliber in particular. It's not really the gun as much as it is the caliber, but mainly because a lot of people think that it was a solution to a problem that didn't exist in a lot of people's minds. What they were trying to do, and the reason I like it, is because this gun is, except for being a little bit thicker than the Glock 26, Glock 27 size gun, it's just a little thicker. It's basically the same size, height, length. It's probably a little bit heavier. I've owned Glock 27 in the past. I don't have one currently because I carry this one, but you know, the regular 45 here, that's the 45 ACP, and then here's the 45 gap. See if I can get a good comparison here. Shorter, and then I'll bring in the 40 as well. This is the 40 Smith & Wesson, and it is it's about the same size. It's a little bit taller than the 45 gap. But as you can see, you know, the 40 and the 45 gap are essentially the same, you know, would fit in the same frame gun, at least handle width-wise. The 45 ACP, you just can't make a gun but so small to shoot this big of a bullet. That's all there is to it. Glock has, of course, the 30 and the 36, which are, you know, they're compact 45s, but they're not that compact. They're not as small as this. Now the 36 it's a little slimmer, especially in the grip, but it's, I wish I had one to show you. I've owned a 36 before, but I just wasn't that impressed with it. You see, that's empty. But the Glock 36, though, is essentially, you can take my word for it, or you can go look at it if you want to, if you don't believe me, is essentially the same size as this, the 23. You know, and the 30, about the same thing. They're pretty much the same size. And you see this one's empty as well, no magazine. And there's a difference, especially with the handle, and that, to me, when carrying concealed, is really what sticks out, is the grip, the handle. Probably about, I'll measure it and maybe post it to the information below. It looks to me about an inch difference. And the barrel, let's see if I can get a good shot. The barrel is longer on the 23. So, you know, and I've carried the 23. I can carry it pretty well depending on what I'm wearing. I like it. I like the 40 a lot. But there's just something about the gap I really like. I've always liked a 45. It's hard to beat a 45 in a pistol, especially an automatic pistol. It's you know, a lot of people want to carry the 45 caliber. From what I've seen, heard, people I know, if they had a choice and could, you know, magically make it disappear, they would probably carry something like this every day. This is a full-size 1911 Colt. You know, a lot of people claim that they carry these, and I don't know, maybe they do, but it doesn't work well for me. It's just a big gun. It's heavy. You know, it's not polymer framed. It's steel frame, heavy gun, and it still only holds 7+1. So you're really not getting but one more bullet than you are with this. And you know, some people, like my wife, carry something like this, Diamondback 380. I don't know. I had a black one of these, or black frame and blue slide, but I don't know if I can. And this is great, maybe, you know, summertime, you know, shorts or whatever, short sleeve shirt and stuff, or maybe something on your ankle as like a backup gun or something. But if I can, I'm gonna carry this or this, you know, either way. This carries a little better than this does, and it's, you know, it's a 45. The ballistics on the 45 gap are essentially the same thing as the 45 ACP. It's a newer design. You know, the 45 is, the ACP is old, early 1900s. You know, and this was developed in, well, don't quote me on this, you know, mid to late 90s maybe, or, you know, anyway, a lot newer than the 45 ACP. Could have even been early 2000s on that. I really don't remember. But it's the same basic ballistics, and sometimes I think they can even get them shooting a little hotter than they can the 45 ACP. So there's just another look, kind of comparison to the size. If you want to compare it to this, you know, it's smaller. There's no doubt. But you know, you're only getting 380 in this, whereas you're getting 45 in this. So, you know, a lot of people, I just wanted to make this video because a lot of people kind of dismiss the 45 gap. They think it's, you know, going to go away. It's not, you know, it's probably not going to stick around. Ammo is not the easiest to find. It's you can't really just go to Walmart and buy a 45 gap. You can order it online. A lot of your, you know, some of your bigger sporting goods places or gun stores will have it. If not, they can order it. It's not, you know, terribly hard to find, but it's not something, you know, you could go to Walmart and buy 45 ACP all day long. You could go to Walmart or any sporting goods place and buy 40 all day long. 9mm. There for a while, 380 got hard to find, but you know, normally you can find that at any place. It is a little bit hard to find ammo. The ammo's not terribly expensive though, compared to other cartridges, handgun cartridges like that. It's not as cheap as 9mm, but I just kind of wanted to be an advocate for the cartridge and for the Glock 39 because I don't know, I just really like it. It's basically the baby Glock size. It is a little thicker, but it's basically that size with 45 power. Granted, you're not going to get a lot of rounds. You're getting 7, you know, if you do the +1. But I mean, in a self-defense situation, you know, hopefully that's all you would need. Now, I do carry most of the time, just in case, an extended magazine with the spacer. This is a Glock 37 magazine, I believe. I'm not sure on the number. It's the full size 45 gap magazine, whatever that is. I think it's the 37, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do carry that with me most of the time, if I can, you know, just in case. But you know, hopefully I hope I never have to use, you know, one bullet out of this thing. But you know, if the situation ever would happen where I did have to use, you know, that whole magazine, and then at least I'd have another one full of, this holds 10. So, you know, that's pretty good. That's more than my full size 1911 does. So, and if you want to kind of see how that goes in there, I can show you. Set this right here, and the way that fits, kind of like that. It looks a little funny. You know, your grip ends up being longer than the barrel. Kind of looks kind of weird, but overall it actually feels kind of good. And you've got more ammo. So of course you wouldn't want to carry it this way. At least I don't, because you know, it would be the point. Might as well just carry the 23 or something, but or a full size like a 37 or 38. But you know, with this in it, even with the magazine, I mean, you can see the magazine's a flush magazine. See, and that's the thing with the 36 and the 30. The magazines on those, they're not exactly flush. You know, they stick out. If you take the magazine out of those guns, the 45 ACP, what they call their compact models and those, they're actually pretty small. But when you put the magazine in, you know, you gain, I don't know, half an inch or something in magazine sticking out, maybe even a little more. And I may do a part 2 video of this to show kind of how I carry it. Also how I carry the 23. I carry them the same way. Just kind of depends on what I'm wearing as to, you know, which one I go for or whatever. Because the 39 doesn't print as bad. Doesn't have quite the butt to stick out like the 23 does. Alright, I think that'll conclude this video. Like I said, I'll probably do a part 2 with kind of showing how I carry it, because I know that's important to a lot of people who, especially new getting into concealed carry, don't really know how to carry their gun the best way, and it takes time, and even the way I carry it may not work for you. So but you know, the more information that's out there, the more videos of people showing how they do it could be helpful. So all right, see you next time.